Good morning, 73. I am in the building, but I'm at a meeting, so I may be popping in and out. So I wanted to go a little over the agenda today. We're going to go over the calendar, after school support, the exhibit boards, and creating a National History Day project titles, and your 126. Okay, first things first. Let's talk a little bit about the calendar and what we have coming up as far as National History Day. I'm not sure if I went over this before with you, but I do want you to make sure that you take a look at this calendar, which is located in your Google Classroom. So September is gone and it's green. The peach color is that there's no school. We've been doing this since September 17th is the kickoff. We went through all of these items and we are now in November. Sorry. November. So obviously the 18 is gone, so I'm going to color that. The 19th is gone. I'm going to color that. So today is the 20th of November. We have this week, half of next week, and we have 3 weeks left before the break. After we get back from the break, there are only 3 days before the Westside Middle School Academy History Day. So we have a lot to do to build, primary sources, everything else before that. So you must be working on this at home. All of these items should be worked on a daily basis. Okay, let's go back. The next thing that I want to go over is the after school support. I am going to have support for annotated bibliographies and thesis statements tonight from 2:30 to 3:45. You must have a completed permission slip with a signature on it. And I did send an email to all parents last night stating that. So hopefully that you'll stay after and get the support that you need. I'm going to try to pull one next Monday. I'm just looking at my schedule, so I will let you know later. Next, NHD exhibit boards. Okay, these are for the teams or individuals that are going to complete a museum exhibit for your National History Day. National History Day, you may use a trifold, but usually what students use are the exhibit boards that are the exact size that the National History Day allows. And so they look like this, the center board. I'm going to be offering a chance to purchase them all together, the exact size for the museum exhibit. And it's way larger than the just the small trifolds. So here is a letter to your parents and guardians regarding it. It is $20. The difference is, and I did send this out also via email, the difference is that the one thing I want to make sure is that you bring in that money and this sheet of paper with your name, your parents' name, and the core number, $20 in an envelope with your name on it. If you would like to purchase one, it's something that you and your teams can discuss later. I do have these letters in a copy form up on the front table, in the front of the room. So if you would like to stop and grab one, you may. Again, this is for just people that will do the museum exhibits. This is what most students in the regionals use. So I just wanted to make sure that I offered that opportunity for you. Next. Creating a project title. So this is for all projects. So in order to create a strong title for your National History Day, we're all going to try to brainstorm some. What you're going to need to do is understand that titles are extremely important because it's the first thing that the audience will see. It could be the hook. It could be the difference between a person who is viewing yours to come over to yours, because it's going to attract your audience, especially a judge or whoever it may be. They might not, without a strong title, you might not have them go more into your work. And you're going to be spending a lot of time on this project, so you want to have a really cool title. So what do you think makes for a strong title? Number one, it has to grab the reader's attention. Should introduce the topic, convey the overall spirit of your topic, keep the reader's viewers guessing what's to come and wanting more, and to really stand out in a crowd. Right? It is your hook. It's grabbing your attention. It's like an essay. It's the very beginning. It's the first thing they should see. It's going to be larger than everything else on your board, so you should make it a good one. Okay, suggestions to try. You can use a hidden meaning that will explain further in your project. So you kind of have like a hidden meaning, and then people are going to be like, oh, I can't wait to see what it is. You can create a title that connects to the theme, which is breaking barriers in history this year. Try a simile or a metaphor, something that sounds like the other. You can use a little wordplay. You can use alliterations, which are all the words start with the same sound, like Caleb's Crossing or Flying Finish, Fatal Flaws, things like that. You can create a one-word title. You can create a two-word title. Use a powerful line or quote from your project. A rhyming title. A pun title. Curl up and die, hair salon. Create a title that evokes an image, landscape company. The grass is greener on our side. Create a title that evokes emotions. All of these suggestions work. And you will have the presentation in your Google Classroom that you can view some of this again. I just want to go through it quickly. So some examples that I'm going to give you is past examples like Montgomery bus boycott, riding our way to freedom. Because of the bus, they're riding our way to freedom. Another one is I don't sit in the back just because I'm black. Rosa Parks. You could do literature, rewriting the civil rights movement. You could do funky, fancy fashion from the 60s. Lucky number 42, which is the number for a very famous baseball player. You could do Ruby Bridges, building bridges for black education. That was a past example. I want you to be creative and have a unique one. You could also do Daisy Bates, open the gates for African Americans, or Birmingham, which was actually, it's in Birmingham. There was a bomb that went off in a church and killing many African Americans, so they made it Birmingham because of the boom. Okay, so you're not going to, because I'm going to do this silently, I'm going to have you guys just brainstorm by yourself. You each have one of these presentations in the Google Classroom. You can look through it, and I want you to brainstorm yourself, not talking or anything, and just write down some ideas. Just brainstorm some ideas that you would have for a title. And then the next class, what I'm going to have you guys do is talk about it with your team members so that we can try to find a title for your project. Again, this should be silent. You should be brainstorming for about 10 to 15 minutes and then come on back and we will continue with this. Now brainstormed a few ideas for a title. On that, you can turn it in. We will take it out next time I see you, which will be, I believe, tomorrow. Is that true? 4, 5, 1, 2. Yep, I'll see you guys. Nope, I won't see you guys till Friday. And we will definitely brainstorm together those titles. Make sure you do that and turn it in. The next thing, and also for homework that I want you to do on your own, I know you're all on the same document, but I would like you to start to collect primary sources for all of the events that you have in all the different sections of this. So start to collect your resources. What you're going to do is you're going to put the web addresses right here. Make sure it's live. You do not need to fill out the fourth column as of yet. Also, or you could put your name in, actually, you know what? Put your name in here if you found a primary source that would go along with the topic. So please make sure that these events are all filled in. So what you're going to do is, here's an event, maybe it's segregation. Maybe you can find a couple of resources for segregation. You can link it in here and you can put your name in here. If you have more than one thing, by all means, just put segregation here and then put all the different links in if there's more than one. I don't care. You can have numerous ones, but we're looking for primary source. And a reminder, a primary source was created by somebody who was at the event or participated in the whole event, okay? Also, make sure you go to the Westside Middle School Academy library and under databases, just like Ms. Haddad explained to you to find those resources. All right, so each section must have that. So this will be the rest of today and also for homework. You should be working on this document. Each section needs primary sources in order to view it for each one of the sections. You must have a primary source, and I will discuss this later with you. So please get to work on that. I hope you have a good class. I may pop in just to check out, but I hope you remember homework. You must be completing your 130 paragraphs and also this. So keep working.